They still look like cartridges. These screws have to be hardened before they get their threading. The furnace heats the screws to 900 degrees Celsius. Then the glowing steel is cooled in an oil bath. Senad Macic is in charge of the entire process. He regularly checks the temperature beneath the giant oven.
It's okay, not too hot.
The oil is being cooled with water to prevent overheating.
We used to take it from the tap, and when it got too warm, we let it down the drain. But today we use it for our floor heating.
The blue and green pipe conducts the heated water towards the storage depot. The business is owned by a German. He saved the factory from bankruptcy 6 years ago, and to increase efficiency, decided to use the warm water produced by the process for heating. The system has been up and running for a month, just in time for winter.
At the moment, our energy costs are €1 million a year for electricity and gas. And we hope this will help us save 10 to 15% in the upcoming years.
The production is done in 2 shifts. These screws are exported as far away as China. The new heating system in the warehouse was funded by a special loan for energy efficiency. The warm water flows through the pipes under the concrete floor. That doesn't just save energy costs.
It used to be very cold in here before we got the heating. Water would condense on the newly made screws, and that was very bad because the metal would start to rust. That caused a lot of damage, and we had to produce a lot of them over again.
15 years ago, regular production was unthinkable here. During the war in Bosnia, a grenade hit the screw factory.
In 1996, after the fighting, when we wanted to start up production again, the hall behind me was burned out. The entire roof was gone, and it was chaos. The entrance was blocked. We could hardly get into the building.
Just an hour's drive away is Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and home to some 300,000 people. Signs of the 1990s conflict are still visible here, too. The entire country has been slow in recovering from the effects of the war. Investment by foreign companies has continued to lag, and unemployment is high. That poses a challenge to bank managers like Michael Müller. His bank offers loans for climate protection measures.
If people are only just making do with the money they have and are just managing to feed themselves, then they're not going to be thinking about energy efficiency. But it's important to raise consciousness about it.
And as an incentive, the credits come with lower interest rates than normal loans. The International Climate Initiative is providing €15 million in its energy efficiency loan program. The Raiffeisenbank has disbursed $9 million to its customers. The loans go to companies and building contractors. In this suburb of Sarajevo, the money is being used to buy insulating materials for houses or special insulating windows. 2 local residents have upgraded their home without a loan. They wanted more living comfort.
When we still had the wood-burning stove, we had to carry the wood in from outside. I had to clear out the ashes from the stove. That was a lot of work. And when we came home, it took forever to heat the rooms.
That's why they bought a new stove. It's fueled with pellets made from compressed wood residues. It doesn't need filling as often, and it's cleaner. Azra and her husband hope 4 tons of pellets will see them through the winter.
We could only heat 1 floor with the old stove. The new stove heats 2 floors. That's double the area, and it costs the same as it used to with the old one.
There's plenty of wood in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Around half the country is forested, and the wood industry is a major economic sector. Azra's pellets come from Palin, just southeast of Sarajevo. They're made of waste wood from businesses in the area. The wood products are ground up before delivery. They're dried in a rotating oven and then compressed. The company has been producing the fuel for 4 years now.
The pellets come out of this grid here, get cut by a knife, and fall onto the conveyor belt. Then they're moved along to the silo.
Until 2 years ago, the company made pallets for transport. That business declined. Now pellets account for most of its turnover.
2/3 of them go abroad, to Slovenia, for example. But we also sell them to Italy, Serbia, Macedonia, and Kosovo.
Domestic demand is on the rise too. Climate protection doesn't only cost money, it can also help people save and earn a livelihood. That realization is gaining acceptance in Bosnia and Herzegovina.